I would like to call to order the Special Zoning Commission meeting here Wednesday, October 24th. It looks like about 5:59. So, Mr. Trucor, if you wouldn't mind calling the roll, please.
Mr. Belinsky.
Here.
Mr. Creedy.
Here.
Mr. Cott.
Here.
Mr. Sabo.
Here.
Mr. King.
Here. All right, and now we'll move on to the approval of the minutes of the October 10th regular zoning meeting. Are there any corrections, additions? Did everyone receive those okay? All right. No additions or corrections. Let's go ahead and entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of October 10th.
Motion and a second. So call the roll, please.
Okay. Mr. Sabo.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes.
Mr. Cott.
Yes.
Mr. Creedy.
Yes.
Mr. Belinsky.
Yes.
All right, so we do not have any old business this evening, but we do have a couple items of new business. Looks like we have a couple items here that are in conjunction with each other. So, Carlene, would you mind walking us through those changes, please?
We have a zone change request for 7901 West Sylvania and a parcel next to it at 3839 Silica. You can see it there. The applicant, they run together, so I'll read a little bit of both staff reports. The applicant is requesting a zone change for 7109 Sylvania, along with the companion case on Silica Road, from M3 Heavy Industrial to C2 General Commercial and M1 Light Industrial for the 11.939 acre property. The proposed zone change will facilitate an animal care facility on approximately 1.4 acres of the C2 portion of the property. The office and light industrial uses are proposed for the remainder, and the surrounding land uses include land uses include a self-storage facility at the north and industrial uses in the other directions. And there is also a commercial plaza located within 630 feet to the east within the city of Sylvania, which is zoned general business. Commercial property is limited in the area, and the development has begun spreading to the west. The primary development of Sylvania Avenue in the area has now emerged as commercial east of the subject property, with Kroger, retail banks, medical and dental office, the public library, and Sylvania High School all in the general area, immediate area. Commercial and light industrial development pressure along this corridor is anticipated to continue. The 2018 enacted Sylvania Township Land Use Plan recommends this area for business park and light industrial uses and further identifies corresponding districts as C4 professional and business office and M1 light industrial. And the Lucas County Planning Commission suggested that while C2 general commercial is not specifically called out as a corresponding zoning district, the legend for future land use and growth anticipates a more intense commercial use within the business park and light industrial district, and that's typically found along the major thoroughfares. Based on the location of the property in conjunction with the general commercial zoning and uses to the east and the mix of heavy and restricted industrial in the area, the site's consistency with the 2018 Sylvania Township Land Use Plan and the anticipated minimal adverse impact on surrounding properties in the area, the staff would recommend approval of the zone change from M3 Heavy Industrial to the C2 General Commercial and M1 Light Industrial. Going along with that analysis with the zone change for 3839 Silica Road, would be a request for the 5.382 acres to be changed from M3 Heavy Industrial to M1 Light Industrial. And while the applicant has not proposed an end use for the parcel at this time, it's anticipated that it will be a professional office use. And as we spoke before, the surrounding land uses include the self-storage facility to the north and industrial uses to the south, east, and west, with the commercial zone coming down Sylvania Avenue from the city. The location of the property and in conjunction with what they have proposed, we would recommend the zone change from M3 heavily industrial to M1 light industrial, based on the proposed zone change being compatible with the recommendation of the Sylvania Township Land Use Plan. The proposed zone change meets the requirements of our zoning resolution. The proposed zoning change is consistent with neighboring zoning and uses, and the proposed zone change would have minimal, if any, an unfavorable impact along the surrounding area. And that would be the conclusion of my report.
Okay. So as we discuss these, since they're companion cases, can we have anyone who's making a comment, go ahead and speak to each one of these, and then we will specifically take a vote on each one.
On each one, that'd be fine.
Okay. So if there's anyone in the audience who would like to address the board, please go to the podium and state your name and address, please.
My name is George Orovitz. I am a consulting engineer and civil engineer. I am representing the owners and the developers of the land itself. My address is 2807 West Course Road in Maumee, Ohio. I think the staff recommendation from the Planning Commission as well as from your staff clearly indicates that this land would be better suited for development as partially commercial and partially light industrial. It certainly would enhance, the development in that area and make it a much higher standard, not an impact that would be negative, but an impact that would be positive in the rest of the area for development, which would also, from a tax and a value standpoint, benefit Sylvania Township. And based on their report, the Planning Commission's and your staff, we ask for your support in the zoning change.
Okay, thank you very much. Any questions from the board?
How far is that C2 going to go back?
I don't have the exact dimension, Joe, but it runs parallel to Sylvania Avenue. On the very corner will be the veterinarian's hospital and office, and then there's an existing office building that is there that'll also remain, and going further to the west towards the creek will also be commercial development of that nature, probably more office than anything else.
Isn't it 400 feet back from the center line of the road?
Pardon?
400 feet back from the center line of the road is the
Yeah.
land use plan
Yes.
for change. I think that's what it is.
That sounds, I think you're talking about the Central Avenue overlay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
That's
that's-
overhead. Okay. Never mind.
Anything else?
Is the other little square off of Silica then that we want to change to M1, is there a
Correct.
proposed buyer for that square then, or that's just to kind of create a buffer to the land to the south?
That's correct, to create the buffer. I don't believe there's a purchaser or a user now that's interested in that site yet.
But it just opens up more possibility instead of the M3 that it...
That's correct.
I think it's just a separate parcel too, that's why it's like...
Was it, has that always been split like that?
Yes.
Which again fits right into the,
It's just
That's
weird.
right.
It's just weird lines. you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
anything else, guys?
So would there still just be the current access off of Sylvania Avenue that's there right now, and then maybe one more off of
There
Seneca?
could be another curb cut depending on the user that would come in that location. Access management by the county will still be implemented. There'll have to be a certain amount of distance between curb cuts.
That's all I got.
Is this a vet, is going to go, a veterinarian, that's it, go in there, or some type of, what's the proposed use again?
Okay. Great. If there's nothing else, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who'd like to address the board? No, I guess we'll close the public comments and talk amongst the board. Is there anyone, any questions or any comments that you guys have to discuss? Quiet group tonight. Be pretty straightforward. Okay, well, if we do not have any further discussion on the matter, let's go ahead and ask for a motion. First, we would have to entertain a motion on the zone request change from M3 to C2 for the property located at 7901 West Sabine Avenue. So do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to change heavy to C2.
I'll second.
All right, if you call the roll, please.
Okay, Mr. Valensky.
Yes.
Mr. Creedy.
Yes.
Mr. Cap.
Yes.
Mr. Sable.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes. Okay, and then we'll move on to the second request here. The zone change from M3 to M1 for the property located at 3839 Silica Road. Do we have a motion here?
I'll make a motion for request M3 to M1, parcel number 78-31324.
I'll second it.
Okay.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Call the roll, please.
Okay, Mr. King.
Yes.
Mr. Sable.
Yes.
Mr. Cap.
Yes.
Mr. Creedy.
Yes.
Mr. Valensky.
Okay. Straightforward. Unless this board has anything else, move to adjourn.
We've got a November meeting.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Mr. King, before you do, I just inquire, we expect the public notice will be published tomorrow. And so November 7th is the next meeting of the trustees. So this matter would be presented for the trustees' consideration at that time.
I think that's why we had this meeting, wasn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that was.
So everything
So
is
the special
proceeding
meeting.
as is expected with regard to.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? And we have a
I'll second. He made the motion to adjourn. I'll second.
All right, call the roll, please.
Mr. Valensky.
Yes.
Mr. Sable.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes.
Mr. Cap.
Yes.
Mr. Creedy.
Yes.
Thank you very much, everyone. There you go. Meeting adjourned.
Should we do that first? Or you have that?
No, I had it. But you know, you have to find one.